Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yes Go, a show designed to help entrepreneurs answer the two biggest questions they entertain when faced with opportunity every day. Number one, can I do this? And number two, when should I start? The answers are simple: yes and go. I'm excited to have you here with me today because you know what? I believe this is your year. This is the year where you get out of your head, step into massive action, and build something amazing. And I am here to help you do just that by providing to you interviews with successful entrepreneurs who were right where you were and help them share with you how they navigated their yes go moment and how they practiced insane courage in the face of adversity to do something super amazing. And I have to tell you, today's guest is no different. Eleni Anastos is the CEO and founder of Business Insights Now, and she specializes in uncovering money blocks to help business owners and individuals grow and learn ways that they never thought possible in life and business. She believes making connections and cultivating relationships is what matters most, including our relationship with money. Can't wait to get into that. Eleni has found that how you do money is how you do everything. And uncovering money blocks significantly impacts all areas of life, both personal and professional. I would like to welcome to the Yes Go audience no other than Coach Eleni Anastos. A pleasure having you here with us today.
Thank you so much, AM. It's an absolute honor to be here with you, and I so appreciate your energy and spirit.
Well, I can tell you, it is a pleasure for me having you here as well. This day has been a long time coming. We've been trying to get this straightened out and getting our schedules and everything in place, but it is a pleasure having you here. And so, Eleni, what we do here on this show is we try to show people a side of success that they don't get anywhere else. And we do that by focusing on the entrepreneur. We focus on the individual behind the success. There's a lot of shows where you hear people talk about, you know, I was just like you, but you don't really know exactly how much you are just like them if you never hear their story. So here we kind of like to take entrepreneurs behind the scenes, because what is the one thing you always hear? Well, you don't know what I've been through. So if they can hear somebody who's gone through something that they've gone through themselves, it could make massive difference in the way they move forward and the way they go about doing their business. So I would like for you to take a moment and just briefly introduce. Now, we did the accolades in the beginning, but just tell us a little bit about the person behind the Business Insights Now, the success and everything else that you've experienced.
Well, thank you for that. Yes. And part of the story, you know, to go back, I can absolutely relate to any and every entrepreneur that says, you know, can I, should I, how am I going to do this? And I know that feeling all too well. But I was at a point in my life where I realized I was not living the best life I could. I was surviving. I was doing okay, but I wasn't thriving. And when that really hit me like a ton of bricks, where I'm like, you know what, I could just kind of keep going through the motions, had a job, could pay my bills. But then I looked into the future and I saw myself reflecting back. And I thought, no, 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 that's not acceptable. Surviving, no, we are here to thrive. We are meant to thrive. So I literally decided that day, no, I know I am meant to serve in a greater capacity. I know I am meant to be supportive to people and help them live their best lives. And I was not doing myself any justice by just kind of staying stuck, you know, with the old day in and day out, the old tried and true. And it was, you know, beyond, it was my wake-up call. Because if I can't reflect back in my life and be happy about the journey, that was scary. So that was my wake-up call to really start making things happen.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Now, I mean, in your bio, there's a lot of interesting stuff there that I can't wait to unpack. But just to kind of get us kicked off and break the ice a little bit, One of the things I said before is how you do money is how you do everything.
Yes.
Take a minute and expound upon that statement.
Yes, yes, thank you. Well, money impacts all of us, on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, you could be an executive, you could have any type of job, you could be a stay-at-home mom, you could be retired. Money impacts all of us. And I realized a long time ago that I was making so many decisions based on money, based on what I had or didn't have in the bank. So I was giving all my power to money. Like the money was controlling me, I was not controlling it. And I couldn't make
so
any
profound.
ground. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's huge. I firmly believe in that, but it's good to get your insight on that piece because people don't really see the correlation right away with that. And I surmise that's probably one of the biggest things that you encounter with an individual when they first come to you. They may be
yes,
coming to you and talking about several different things that they believe they need to get sharpened on, whether it be branding or
yes.
they're saying that their sales aren't consistent or they
Mm-hmm.
don't believe that they're not making them, they're not happy with the money they're making, undercompensated, overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like with
yes,
service-based professionals. And so the money conversation is very interesting. And hearing how we do money is how we do everything. It seems more like deep level work,
yes.
transformational work. Will you speak to that?
Yes, you've got to cut to the core. And almost all of us, our first relationship with money is based on when we grew up or how we grew up, whether it was with parents, other close people around us. We adopted the beliefs that they had. And all too often, they were limiting beliefs. I'm sure you have or anybody listening would hear things like, money's the bad guy or money is evil or there's never enough to go around. And you end up never even wanting to have the conversation. And one of my clients, her parents, I mean, loving, beautiful people, but they were really struggling to make ends meet. So she constantly heard all of the negative things connected, that they were connecting to money, and that conversation was always taboo. So when she became an entrepreneur, when it was time for her to present her fees to potential clients, the whole idea of what she grew up with money, she couldn't even talk about it. She could barely state
Wow.
her fees. And even when she did get it out, she almost apologized for them. Like, is that okay? Because that's what she witnessed, growing up. And through working together, because we had to go deep, we had to dig deep, she realized that all those limiting beliefs that she adopted as a child, she carried with her into adulthood. And not only was she struggling to stand up for herself in terms of making money with clients, stating her fees, she wasn't standing up for herself in other areas of her life too, personally. That, is the tie that how you do money is how you do everything. And when she realized that money wasn't the bad guy, that she could have a healthy, positive relationship with it, she began to confidently state her fees. She was making over 6 times, month after month, what she was doing before she did the work. And the best part, because she was confidently standing up for herself in other areas of her life, she met the love of her life. She stopped tolerating all the bad relationships because she was afraid to stand up for herself. And now she's happily married and has a thriving business.
That is huge. That is huge. I think I'm getting a little feedback from you as well. But no, I think this is so important because people often do make money the bad guy,
Yeah.
or they'll say stuff like money's hard to come by,
Yes.
or you have to work hard for your money, and you have to, if you want this, then you have to go do something ultimately that you don't want to do to get it, or you have to do something out of bounds, so to speak. And when I say out of bounds, is literally illegal.
Yes.
And trying to obtain it, because they don't see any other way. And I'm hoping that we can delve into that a little bit more when we come back in the next segment. Guys, we're really just getting started right here today with Coach Eleni Anastos. Make sure you lock in. If you haven't done it already, make sure you get your pen and your paper, because she's going to be giving us some amazing nuggets, some amazing treasures that you're going to want to take and implement in your life now. No, not now, but right now, to get your business moving forward. So stay in, stay locked, and we'll be right back with you in just a moment. Awesome.
Would you like me to try my earbuds if you're hearing feedback, background?